Happy Block Day, everyone. Okay, here's what we have rolling for today. AP Chem, you have your gas law quiz. Please read all the directions before you start the quiz. You are allowed to use your notes, your book. I just ask that you don't Google the questions or talk to each other or confirm answers with each other. And as soon as that quiz is graded, you'll be able to drop one of your quizzes. I'll give you a form later this week to fill out. And then just so you're aware, our mock exam is going to be Monday. It is a teacher professional development day, but we will have more information for that to come sent out to you guys today and tomorrow, or probably tomorrow realistically. Regular chemistry, you have your gas law discussion number 2, and then don't forget on Thursday I have office hours from 1 to 2, totally optional, but if you have questions on any of the exit tickets for Boyle's Law, Charles Law, Gay-Lussac, or combined gas law, you have questions on the progress check from last week or this discussion, you can hop on and ask your questions. And then today in honors, you guys have a video on molarity, and there's some notes for you if you want to take notes on my notes or your own paper. I don't really care. And then there's practice problems for you to try based off the video. You should have unlimited attempts on that. And then the office hours are also there for you guys. So from 1 to 2 on Thursday, if you guys want to join, you're more than welcome to. It's totally optional. A chance for you to ask questions. So today, I don't have a song for you, but I had this dream last night, and I was walking in a mall or something with big TVs, which tells me that my dream wasn't real because we're social distancing. But I was shocked because there were live baseball games on the TVs, not just replays. And so I woke up so excited that baseball was back. Even though we're social distancing, I can at least watch the Cubs. Today I'm gonna educate you a little bit about the greatest sports moment of all time. So the year was 2016. The Chicago Cubs had not won a World Series for 108 years. Let me explain that to you. My parents were not alive. My grandparents were not alive. Only my great-grandparents were alive when the Cubs last won the World Series, and they are no longer with us. So in Chicago, the Cubs have made it to the World Series, but we have commercials on the TV, sob stories on the news about these old people, right, who remember the last time the Cubs won the World Series, right? They're talking 109 years old. Or we have these 90-year-old women who have never seen the Cubs win the World Series, but they've been to every single game, right? These stories. So anyways, the Cubs are going to play the Cleveland Indians in the World Series. Game 1 is in Cleveland, and it does not go well. Somewhere upwards of 10-plus strikeouts, I think, for against the Cubs. So the Indians win Game 1 6-0. And for those of you who are not huge baseball fans, the World Series best of 7. So the first team to win 4 games wins. Okay, so then we go to Game 2, and the Cubs come back and win 5-1. And we're still in Cleveland for this game. Oops. What's happening? Stop. Okay, no clue what I just messed up, but hopefully it's fine. Okay, then we go to Chicago for Game 3, which also, by the way, I'm working at Legend at this time. It was my second year teaching ever. I take all of my sick days and my personal days, go to Chicago, not to go to the game, just to clarify, I'm a teacher. Standing room only tickets were $1,200. Some people were paying $1,000 just to go to a bar right nearby. But anyways, I wanted to be in the environment. So I fly to Chicago. We're in Chicago now, and the Indians win Game 3, really close game, 1-0. Actually a very boring and slow game, but so stressful every pitch. Game 4 is also in Chicago. Indians win 7-2. So at this point, the Indians are up 3-1 against the Cubs. All they need is one more win to win the World Series, and the Cubs need to win 3 straight games to win. It's not looking good. Game 5 was a nail-biter in Chicago. The Cubs won 3-2, and I don't know if you know anything about baseball, but these one-run games, 3-2, 1-0, they're the most stressful games you could ever watch. I was crying because I was so stressed during this game. So we go back to Cleveland, and the Cubs pull out a big win in Game 6, 9-3. So now the series is tied 3-3. We didn't think this was going to be possible, but we're going to Game 7, winner take all. At this point, I'm back in Parker, and this is probably, I don't know, it took all of my being. I actually watched a 20-minute recap video just to get me. I have the DVD. I'm going to watch all 7 games today, I guarantee it. But anyways, this was the most stressful game ever. It was back and forth all game. the Cubs were leading in the 8th, and the Indians came from behind and rallied and tied it up 6-6. So we know we're going to go into extra innings. So we play after the 9th, we're tied. And right after the 9th, the rain starts coming down. So they pull out the tarps. Both teams go back into their locker rooms for a 17-minute rain delay. This was from 11:58 Eastern time to 12:15 in the morning Eastern time. So we're a late game. We're about to go in the 10th inning, and they decide to do a rain delay. And again, the Indians had just rallied. They had all the momentum. They were home. It wasn't feeling good. But the Cubs come out from this rain delay, and in the top of the 10th, they score 2 runs. A huge rally. Ben Zobrist drived in the go-ahead run. Right, we got another one in this rally. In the 10th, the Indians put up a fight. They score 1, and they have a runner. They have runners on the bases, right? Runner on 2 at this point. And here's what happened. All right. Oh, sorry, runner on first. So Cubs are up 1-0. We have 2 outs in the bottom of the 10th inning. World Series on the line.
Here's the 0-1. This is going to be a tough play. The Cubs win the World Series. Brian makes the play. It's over. And the Cubs have finally won it all. 8-7-10.
I actually cried a little bit. I cried a lot when it happened. I mean, this morning I cried watching the whole thing back. Oh, goosebumps. I don't know. You've seen teams celebrate before, but after 108 years, this was the biggest moment in Chicago sports history, I have to say. So I have one more thing, because after the fact, it turns out everything is better when you set it to music. So one short video clip, and then I hope you have a great day. Let's check out this moment one more time. It never gets old.
Here's the 0-1. This is going to be a tough play. The Cubs